this to say? What's it to you? Observe the blood, the rose tattoo of the fingerprints on me from you. Other evidence has shown that you and I are still alone. We skirt around the danger zone and don't talk about it later. Marlene watches from the wall. Her mocking smile says it all as she records the rise and fall of every soldier passing. The only soldier now is me. I'm fighting things I cannot see. I think it's called my destiny that I am changing. Marlene on the wall. Well, I went to your house in the afternoon by the butcher shop with the sawdust strewn. Don't give away the goods too soon is what she might have told me. And I tried so hard to resist when you held me in your handsome fist and reminded me of the night we kissed and of why I should be leaving. Marlene watches from the wall. Her mocking smile says it all as she records the rise and fall of every soldier passing. The only soldier now is me. I'm fighting things I cannot see. I think it's called my destiny that I am changing. Marlene on the wall. And even if I am in love with you, all this to say, what's it to you? Observe the blood, the rose tattoo of the fingerprints on me from you. Other evidence has shown that you and I are still alone. We skirt around the danger zone, don't talk about it later. And I tried so hard to resist when you held me in your handsome fist and reminded me of the night we kissed and of why I should be leaving. Marlene watches from the wall. Her mocking smile says it all as she records the rise and fall of every man who's been here. The only one here now is me. I'm fighting things I cannot see. I think it's called my destiny that I am changing, 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 changing. Marlene watches from the wall. Her mocking smile says it all as she records the rise and fall of every soldier passing. The only soldier now is me. I'm fighting things I cannot see. I think it's called my destiny that I am changing. Marlene on the wall. Today I am a small blue thing, like a marble or an eye. With my knees against my mouth, I am perfectly round. I am watching. Your skin, you are perfectly reflected. I am lost inside your pocket. I am lost against your fingers. I am falling down the stairs. I am skipping on the sidewalk. I am thrown against the sky. I am raining down in pieces. I am scattering like light, scattering like light, scattering like light. Today I am a small blue thing, made of china, made of glass. I am cool and small. lost inside your pocket. I am lost against your fingers. I am falling down the stairs. I am skipping on the sidewalk. I am thrown against the sky. I am raining down in pieces. I am scattering like light, scattering like light, scattering like light. Today I am a small blue thing, made of china, made of glass. I am cool and smooth and curious. I never blink. I am turning in your hand, turning in your hand, turning in your hand. Small blue thing, turning in your hand. Thank you. Won't do to dream of caramel, to think of cinnamon and long for you. It won't do to stir a deep desire, to fan a hidden fire that can never burn true. I know your name, I know your skin, I know the way these things begin, but I don't know how I would live with myself, what I'd forgive of myself if you don't go. Goodbye, sweet appetite. No single bite could satisfy. I know your name, I know your skin, I know the way these things begin, but I don't know how I would live with myself, what I would give of myself if you don't go. It won't do to dream of caramel, think of cinnamon and long for you. Thank you. Heroes go down, they go down fast. So don't expect any time to equivocate the past. When heroes go down, they land in flame. So So don't expect any slow and careful settling of blame. I heard you say you look out for the fate of clay, that someone will be falling next without the chance for last respect. You feel the disappointment. Heroes go down, man or woman revealed. Do you show any kind of mercy on the battlefield? Say you look out for the feet of clay, that someone will be falling next without the chance for less respect. You feel the disappointment when heroes go down, man or woman revealed. You can't expect any kind of mercy on the battlefield. When heroes go down, when heroes go down, heroes go down. I want to dedicate it to George from the radio. You come from far away with pictures in your eyes of coffee shops and morning streets in the blue and silent sunrise. But night is the cathedral where we recognize the sign. We strangers know each other now as part of the whole design. Oh, hold me like a baby that will not fall asleep. Curl me up inside you, let me hear you through the heat. Oh, you're the jester of this courtyard with a smile like a girl's, distracted by the women with the dimples and the curls, by the pretty and the mischievous, by the timid and the blessed, by the blowing skirts of ladies who promise to gather you to their breast. Oh, hold me like a baby that will not fall asleep. Curl me up inside you, let me hear you through the heat. Oh, you have hands of raining water and that earring in your ear. The wisdom on your face dictate the number of your years. With the fingers of the potter and the laughing tale of the fool, the arranger of disorder with your strange and simple rules. Yeah, now I've met me another spinner of strange and gauzy threads, with a long and slender body and a bump on the head. Oh, hold me like a baby that will not fall asleep. Curl me up inside you, let me hear you through the heat. Oh, with a long and slender body and the sweetest, softest hands, and we'll blow away forever soon and go on to different lands. And please do not ever look for me, but with me you will stay, and you will hear yourself in song blowing by one day. But now hold me like a baby Thank you. I'll never be your Maggie May, the one you loved and left behind, the face you see in light of day, then you cast away. That isn't me, in that bed you'll find. I'd rather take myself away, be like those ladies in Japan. Rather paint myself a face, conjure up some grace, or be the eyes behind a fan. And so you go. No girl could say no to you. Oh, there's the way I may appear, but that will change from day to night. Could you ever see within, underneath the skin? Could I believe you had that sight? Da 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 dum. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And so you go. No girl could say no to you. I'll never be your Maggie May, the one you loved and then forgot. I love you first and let you go, 'cause it must be so, and you'll forgive or you will not. And so a woman leaves a man, so the world turns on its end. So I'll see your face in dreams, where nothing's what it seems. Still you appear some kind of friend. And so you go. No girl could say no to you. Once I stood alone, so proud, held myself above the crowd, and now I'm low on the ground. From here I look around to see what avenues belong to me. I can't tell what I've found. Now what would you have me do? I ask you please. To hear the mother and the matador, the mystic, each were here before like me, to stay disappear but leave your trace. I feel your unseen frown. Now what would you have me do? I ask you please. I wait to hear your voice, the word you say. I wait to see your sign. Would I obey? I look for you in heathered moor, the desert and the ocean floor. How low does one heart go? Looking for your fingerprints, find them in coincidence and make my faith to grow. Forgive me all my blindnesses, weakness and unkindnesses, as yet unbending still. Struggling so hard to see my fist against eternity. And will you break my will? Now what would you have me do? I ask you please. I wait to hear your voice, the word you say. I wait to see your sign. Would I obey? Now what would you have me do? I ask you please. I wait to hear your voice, the word you say. I wait to see your sign. Could I obey? Black on the red and the red on the black, it's a tick of a tired mind. Come and sit down, won't you try your luck and see if you unwind. Never use your threes and twos, follow superstition. Otherwise you are going to lose. Compulsion makes you listen. Take what's wrong, make it go right. You can weave it like a prayer. Wonder if you'll spend the night playing solitaire. Do it again when you find you're all done, like an idiot savant. Shuffle up your luck, you see you almost won. Now rustle down what you want. Jack on the queen and the 10 on the jack, it's a happy repetition. You and your fate in a kind of checkmate, you're your only competition. Take what's wrong, make it go right, you can weave it like a prayer. Wonder if you'll spend the night playing solitaire. Take what's wrong, make it go right, you can weave it like a prayer. Wonder if you'll spend the night playing solitaire. Domo arigato. So I need you to clap on this one too, because we have no drums, you know. So you have to be the band. Right. I'd like to help you, doctor, yes I really, really would, but the din in my head, it's too much and it's no good. I'm standing in a windy tunnel shouting through the roar, and I'd like to give the information asking for, but blood makes noise. It's ringing in my ear, blood makes noise. I can really hear you in the thickening of fear. It's good. I think that you might want to know the details and the facts, but there's something in my blood denies the memory of the act, so just forget it, doc. I think it's really cool that you're concerned. We'll have to try again after the silence has returned, 'cause blood makes noise. It's a ringing in my ear, blood makes noise. I can really hear you in the thickening of fear. Yes, I really, really would, but the din in my head, it's too much and it's no good. I'm standing in a windy tunnel shouting through the roar, and I'd like to give the information asking for, but blood makes noise. It's a ringing in my ear, blood makes noise. I can really hear you in the thickening of fear. Blood makes noise. Blood makes noise. Blood makes noise. If you want me, you can find me left of center off of the strip, in the outskirts and in the fringes, in the corner out of the grip. If you want me, you can find me left of center off of the strip, in the outskirts and in the fringes, in the corner out of the grip. When they ask me, what are you looking at? I always answer, nothing much, not much. I think they know that I'm looking at them. I think they think I must be out of touch, but I'm only in the outskirts and in the fringes, on the edge and off the avenue. And if you want me, you can find me left of center, wondering about you. I think that somehow, somewhere inside of us, we must be similar, if not the same. So I continue to be wanting you left of center, against the grain. And if you want me, you can find me left of center off of the strip, in the outskirts and in the fringes, in the corner out of the grip. When they ask me, what are you looking at? I always answer, nothing much, not much. I think they know that I'm looking at them. I think they think I must be out of touch, but I'm only in the outskirts and in the fringes, on the edge and off the avenue. And if you want me, you can find me left of center, wondering about you. Wondering about you. wondering about you. Thank you. The soldier came knocking upon the Queen's door. He said, I am not fighting for you anymore. And the Queen knew she'd seen his face someplace before, and slowly she let him inside. He said, I've watched your palace up here on the hill, and I've wondered who's the woman for whom we all kill. But I am leaving tomorrow, and you can do what you will. Only first I am asking you why. Down the long narrow hall he was led, into her room with her tapestries red, and she never once took the crown from her head. She asked him there to sit down. He said, I see you now, and you are so very young, but I've seen more battles lost than I have battles won. I've got this intuition, says it's all for your fun. And now will you tell me why? Well, the young queen, she fixed him with an arrogant eye. She said, you won't understand, and you may as well not try. But her face was a child's, and he thought she would cry. But she closed herself up like a fan. She said, I've swallowed a secret burning thread. It cuts me inside, and often I've bled. And he laid his hand then on the top of her head, and he bowed her down to the ground. Tell me, how hungry are you? How weak you must feel, as you are living here alone and you are never revealed. But I won't march again on your battlefield. And he took her to the window to see. And the sun, it was gold, though the sky, it was gray. And she wanted more than she ever could say. But she knew how it frightened her, and she turned away and would not look at his face again. And he said, I want to live as an honest man, to get all I deserve and to give all I can, and to love a young woman who I don't understand. Your Highness, your ways are very strange. But the crown, it had fallen, and she thought she would break. And she stood there, ashamed of the way her heart ached. And she took him to the doorstep, and she asked him to wait. She would only be a moment inside. Out in the distance her order was heard, and the soldier was killed, still waiting for her word. And while the queen went on strangling in the solitude she preferred, the battle continued on. Thank you. Falling on attendant memories, crowd the day with unrelated histories. Each year leaves its unresolving fantasies to hang around each corner. Hang around each street, thick with ghosts. The wind whips round in circuitries, carrying words as strangers exchange pleasantries. Do they intrude upon your private reveries as they meet you on each corner? Meet you on each street. Watch for daily braveries. Notice newfound courtesies. Finger sudden legacies as they clean up every corner. They wash down every street. Mark the month and all its anniversaries. Put away draft of all your eulogies. Clear the way for all your possibilities, 'cause they live on every corner. They live on every street. Finger sudden legacies as they clean up every corner. As they wash down every street. Make the time for all your private memories. They live on every street. Edith Wharton's lovely figurines still speak to me today from their mantelpiece in time, where they wrestle and they play with passions and with prudences, finances and fears, her face and what it's worth to her in the passing of the years. See the portrait come to life, see the vanity behind. 'Cause in the struggle for survival, love is never blind. Olivia lies under anesthesia, her wit and wonder snuffed in a routine operation. Her own beauty not enough, her passions and her prudences, finances and fears, her face what it was worth to her in the passing of the years. See the portrait come to life, see the vanity behind. 'Cause in the struggle for survival, love is never blind. Edith Wharton's lovely figurines still speak to me today from their mantelpiece in time, where they wrestle and they play. We lie under anesthesia, our wit and wonder snuffed in our routine operations, our own beauty not enough. In Liverpool on Sunday, no traffic on the avenue. The light is pale and thin like you. No sound down in this part of town, except for the boy in the belfry. He's crazy, he's throwing himself down from the top of the tower like a hunchback in heaven. He's ringing the bells in the church for the last half an hour, and he sounds like he's missing something or someone that he knows he can't have now. And if he isn't, I certainly am. Homesick for a clock that told the same time. Sometimes you made no sense to me. If you lie on the ground in somebody's arms, you probably swallow some of their history. And the boy in the belfry, he's crazy, he's throwing himself down from the top of the tower like a hunchback in heaven. He's ringing the bells in the church for the last half an hour, and he sounds like he's missing something or someone that he knows he can't have now. And if he isn't, I certainly am. For my supper, you'll be the monk whose forehead is high. He'll be the man who's already working, spreading a memory all through the sky. In Liverpool on Sunday, remember you now. Except for the boy in the belfry, he's crazy, he's throwing himself down from the top of the tower. Like a hunchback in heaven, he's ringing the bells in the church for the last half an hour. And he sounds like he's missing something or someone that he knows he can't have now. And if he isn't, I certainly am. In Liverpool, thank you very much. My name is Luka. I live on the second floor. I live upstairs from you. Yes, I think you've seen me before. If you hear something late at night, some kind of trouble, some kind of fight, just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. I think it's 'cause I'm clumsy. I try not to talk too loud. Maybe it's because I'm crazy. I try not to act too proud. They only hit till you cry. And after that, you don't ask why. You just don't argue anymore. Just don't argue anymore. You just don't argue anymore. Yes, I think I'm okay. I walked into the door again. Well, if you ask, that's what I'll say. It's not your business anyway. I guess I'd like to be alone, with nothing broken, nothing thrown. Just don't ask me how I am. Just don't ask me how I am. Just don't ask me how I am. My name is Luka. I live on the second floor. I live upstairs from you. Yes, I think you've seen me before. If you hear something late at night, some kind of trouble, some kind of fight, just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. Just don't ask me what it was. We only hit till you cry. And after that, you don't ask why. You just don't argue anymore. Just don't argue anymore. You just don't argue anymore. I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee and he fills it only halfway. And before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody coming in. Thank you. It is always nice to see you, says the man behind the counter to the woman who has come in. She is shaking her umbrella, and I look the other way as they are kissing their hellos, and I'm pretending not to see them, and instead I pour the milk. You know the words. Did you see that he knows them? I open up the paper, there's a story of an actor who had died while he was drinking. It was no one I had heard of, and I'm turning to the horoscope and looking for the funnies when I'm feeling someone watching me, and so I raise my head. There's a woman on the outside looking inside. Does she see me? No, she does not really see me, 'cause she sees her own reflection. And I'm trying not to notice that she's edging up her skirt, and while she's straightening her stockings, her hair has gotten wet. Oh, this rain, it will continue through the morning as I'm listening to the bells of the cathedral. I am thinking of your voice and of the midnight picnic once upon a time before the rain began. And I finish up my coffee, and it's time to catch the train. Domo arigato. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night. If your love were taken from me, every color would be black and white, would be as flat as the world before Columbus. That's the day that I lose half my sight. If your love were taken from me, all the trees would freeze in this cold ground, would be as cruel as the world before Columbus. Sail to the edge and I'd be there, looking down. Those men who lust for land and for riches strange and new, who love those trinkets of desire, oh, they never will have you. They'll never know the gold or the copper in your hair. How could they weigh the worth of you so rare? If your love were taken from me, every light that's bright would soon go dim, would be as dark as the world before Columbus. Would fall and I'd swim over the brim. Those men who lust for land and for riches strange and new, who love those trinkets of desire, oh, they never will have you. And they'll never know the gold or the copper in your hair. How could they weigh the worth of you so rare? Thank you. I believe right now if I could, I would swallow you whole. I would leave only bones and teeth. We could see what was underneath, and you would be free then. Once I thought only tears could make us free. Salt wearing down to the bone, like sand against the stone, against the shoreline. I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I don't let go, and now I have you. I wanted to learn all the secrets from the edge of a knife, from the point of a needle, from a diamond, from a bullet in flight. I would be free then. I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I don't let go, and now I have you. I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I don't let go, and now I have you. I wanted to see how it would feel to be that sleek, and instead I find this hunger's made me weak. I believe right now if I could, I would swallow you whole. I would leave only bones and teeth. We could see what was underneath, and you would be free then, free then. I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I don't let go, and now I have you. I am friend to the undertow. I take you in, I don't let go, and now I have you. Domo arigato. Do you remember how you square. How the women selling rosemary press the branches to your chest, promise luck and all the rest, put their fingers in your hair. I had met you just the day before, like an accident of fate. In the window there behind your door, how I wanted to break into that room beneath your skin, but all that would have to wait. And the Carmen of the martyrs, with the statues in the courtyard, whose heads and hands were taken in the burden of the sun. I had come to meet you with a question in my footsteps. I was going up the hillside, and the journey just begun. My sister says she never dreams at night. There are days when I know why. There's possibilities within her sight, with no way of coming true, 'cause some things just don't get through into this world, although they try. In the Carmen of the martyrs, with the statues in the courtyard, whose head and hands were taken in the burden of the sun, I had come to meet you with a question in my footsteps. I was going up the hillside, and the journey just begun. And all I know of you is in my memory, and all I ask is you remember me.
Domo arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Until next time. Yeah, it was good. I thought it was terrific. Yeah.
How was it?
The audience was great, and we were good. You know, we're still a little jet lagged and getting over the time difference and all of that, and so Mike and I we never rehearse, so sometimes we just jump on the stage and play. So I thought it was great.
They're exciting.
Yes, yeah, not the shy Japanese audience. You know, very happy and singing all the way through, and it was very good.
Yeah.
Well, some of it is my daily life, like a song like Tom's Diner. It comes from the place called Tom's Diner in New York City, where I go to eat. Sometimes it's strange images that I get in my mind, like almost like a dream, you know, like The Queen and the Soldier is a song that's very strange. So it sort of comes from within myself. And some of it is where I imagine that I could be, or you know, part of the world as it could be in the future. My thoughts and imagination. So it's kind of a combination of daily life and imagination.
Yeah.
Does New York City influence me? Yes, it does. You know, I think a song like Tom's Diner obviously takes place in New York City. A song like Luka also takes place in New York City. Neighborhood Girls. Some of the newer songs. I started to write a song about riding on the subway, you know, how it gets very frustrating, you know, and the feeling of being crowded with so many other people, which I think happens here in Tokyo as well. The day of the anniversary in 2002, there was a strange kind of wind that was in the city at the time, and it was making circles everywhere. And so people kept saying it was the souls of the people who had died coming back and visiting. And so that is in the second verse of the song. everyone remembers, everyone feels sad, everyone still looks at ground zero. And then in other ways, life continues. You know, everyone still goes to work and they sit on the subway and they do all the things that we used to do before. So it kind of is the two things at once. In some ways, yes, it's changed. It will never be the same, but there are still people there. You know, everyone still continues to live there, and we all continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there is. I mean, I feel more confident now about my music. I feel that I have taught myself and learned also from the people that I've worked with how to make different kinds of songs, not just one kind of song. I think 20 years ago, most of the songs were sad. Most of them were on the acoustic guitar. Most of them are very melancholy, very introspective. And over the 20 years, I've learned how to become more confident and more outgoing with the songs. So there's different colors and different sort of energy in the music. And that's a great feeling. I really enjoy making music right now and playing with Mike and also playing with a full band. So.